Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back again with another tutorial. Now today I'm going to show you two little things that we're going to make, and the first one is, it's a card but it looks like a man's wallet. Now we're going to change this. I'm not going to have this on here. I don't really like it, so we're still going to have Dad on, but we're going to heat emboss it with gold powder just straight onto the wallet. Okay, so I've put all little white stitching on. It just opens with a Velcro dot, and inside it's got two little pockets. Now you could fit maybe as a gift card or something in that one. This one I've just made like a little card, and we're also going to put some more Whisper White, well, very vanilla actually, on this, so you can write a little message on the back, and that just slots in there. And I just think it's a sweet, fun little project, ideal for Father's Day. Okay, so that's the first thing we're making. The second thing I came up with, and I love this, I hope you can tell it's meant to be like a little keychain, and I think this would be great as a gift tag to pop on a present that you give your dad for Father's Day. And I've just used the stitch shapes and put paper on and a little sentiment, and it just opens up and you can write your little message on there, and I just think it's so sweet, I really do. Now for this one I made a little pouch because I wasn't sure what I was intending to use this as, but as this is going to be a little tag, I'm not going to make this today. I'm just going to make the tag, but obviously they're going to be both in, I believe this is, oh, what do you call it? Early Espresso. They're both going to be an Early Espresso card. Okay, so that is what we're going to make. So we're going to do our wallet first. And you're going to need a piece of card which is 3.5 by 8 inches, and you're going to need two pieces for the pockets, and they measure 2 inches by 3 7/8. Okay, and then for our little card to go in the inside, I've got a piece that is 3 1/8 by 3 3/8, and I've got some very vanilla that is going to go on the front and back, so you can stamp and write a message on, and they both need to measure 3 by 3 1/4. So that's everything you're going to need for the wallet. Oh, and actually you need something else, a little bit to close the wallet. It measures 1 inch by 2 inch. Okay, so for the wallet we're going to score it at 4 inches. So straight down the middle we're just going to score at 4. Dead easy. Okay, fold it over, and that's going to be our wallet. Whoops, and we might as well score our little closure, and we're just going to score this at 1 inch. And that is our little closure piece. So it's just really a case of decorating them, you know, to how you want them to look. So I'm just going to give them a quick burnish. And the little pockets that we have, I've got a 1 inch circle punch, and all I'm going to do in the centre is just punch out a little finger hole. Okay, on both of them. Whoops, that went down my blouse again. Right, so they are just going to get stuck into our wallet, and we're going to avoid the score line because otherwise they won't close. That's why I've cut it at 3 7/8, because it's just slightly smaller. Our little card, excuse me, what I am going to do is I'm going to round all the corners. I just think it looks better like that. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm taking the stamp set, which is excuse me, which is Sealed with Love, and I'm using these little hearts here, and I'm also using Thoughtful Banners, and I am using Happy Father's Day Dad. So we have, it's in separate pieces, and I can't find it, you never can when you're looking. Yeah, Happy Father's Day Dad, that's what I'm going to pop in the middle. So I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to have my little hearts in Pear Pizzazz, because for my keyring I've cut these from the stitched shapes, and it's the new Colour Theory DSP, and which will be available on Thursday, and I thought it would match that, so we're going to use that. So I've already got the 4 little hearts mounted, and I'm just going to stamp them all around like I did on the other one. So just make sure they're inked up, and I hope you can see that. So I'm just going to pop the first ones across the top, and I'm just going to turn the card round and do the side. And I mean, you can stamp whatever you like, you can use whatever you like. Oh, and I haven't stamped that properly. Never mind. Okay, so there's our little hearts done, and I've got the sentiment Happy Father's Day Dad, and I'm going to do that in the same colour, Pear Pizzazz, and that's just going to go right in the middle like so. And it's going to get glued onto my Early Espresso with some Tombow and just get that as even as you can. And then I'm also going to put the other piece of Very Vanilla on the back, and like I said before, you can write a little message on there. And the other side of the wallet pocket, you could, like I said before, you could maybe put a little gift card in, you know, to give your dad for Father's Day. So there is our sweet little card prepared, ready to go in our little pockets. So what I've got for the pockets is we only want to stick them down on 3 sides. Now for that I recommend some really thin tape, and I think this is only 1/8 of an inch tape, because you know, you don't want to stick it like right over here, because you're not going to really get anything in the pocket. So you need to just stick them like, that's what I mean, just a tiny little bit of tape, just right in on the very ends. So we need it on the bottom and the 2 sides. Just like that. Okay. And then just peel the backing off. Take our wallet, and we're just going to stick it down like so. Do the same with the other one, and then we're going to add our little closure and then our white stitching. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of the stitching. I won't do it all because it'll just take it might take too long. But I mean, you don't even have to add the stitching if you don't want to. I just think it makes it gives a nicer effect. Now I'm just using a white gel pen for the stitching. I did get mine from Stampin' Up, this one here, but I don't think that, well, I know they don't have them now, they're retired, but you can get these same pens from other places. I'm sure I've seen them on Amazon before, and it's the best white gel pen I know, because you can, you know, it really shows up. It doesn't just dry into nothing. Or even Stampin' Up's white chalk marker that we sell that, and I think that would be ideal as well, which, like I said, you can order those now. Okay, so we've got our little closure, and we just want to glue the back piece down. So I'm just going to pop a bit of Tombow on here. And I'm just going to roughly get it in the centre, and I'm just going to stick it there and hold it down for a little bit. I think I've put a bit too much glue on there. You only need a small bit. Okay, and that's our little closure. And I've got 2 little Velcro dots. You could use magnets as well. I'm not going to put them on just yet. And what I've also got is some silver foil and our tiny, if I can find it, our tiny little 1/2 inch circle punch. And I'm just going to punch it out. And this was the little bit that I used to make it look like a little button. So I'm just going to stick it down with a bit of Tombow. Just on in the middle, like so. Just let that stick. Now I'm going to do a little bit of the stitching. So all I did was I took the gel pen, and on the pocket I just want to go along the top of the pocket, and then I just went round the little half circle that we have, and just follow it along. Like so, and then just repeat the same on the other pocket as well. And what I also did was I also did along the front of the wallet as well, because I just thought it, you know, it looked really nice and set it off. So we want to do it on there. We also want to do it on our little fastener in the front, which you can see I just did it all the way along. So I'm going to finish that off, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, we have done all of our lovely stitching, and that is now what you should have. Now this is going to be the front of our wallet. So I've already mounted the dad, and that is from the stamp set, which is Brushwork Alphabet. Now this is fab because you can make any word sentiments you want. So we're going to use that. So we're just going to put it on a bit of scrap here and get an embossing buddy out, and I just want it across the top. And I've got some Versamark, and I'm just going to ink up the sentiment, and I'm just going to pop this along the top, just there, wherever you want to have it. Just stamp that down, and I'm going to use silver powder to match with our little silver button. Just pull that on there. There we go. And I'm just gonna quickly heat set that, and I'll be back when it's done. Right, I have heat embossed that in silver, and what I forgot to do, well, see on camera, was the little hearts from Sealed with Love. I also wanted to pop them underneath the sentiments, so that's what I did. Just stamp them with Versamark the same. I've popped the little Velcro dot on as well, and all that's left to do is to pop our little note card in, which goes in there, and then you've got a pocket spare for whatever you want to put in. So that is that done, which I think is so cute. Right, now the key ring is really easy. All you need to do is, with one of the layering scallop oval, you need a piece of card. Now, to cut it like this, let's just say this is the piece of card. What you would need to do is fold it, okay? So you would fold the card. Obviously it would have to be a bit longer than this, but when you cut it, you're going to place your layering oval die on it, but just slightly peeping over the edge of where the fold line is, so that it doesn't cut them out altogether. So that's hence why you have that bit there. So when you take it out, it will come out like this. Okay, so just have it folded, and with your fold line, just place the die on, but just have it slightly peeping over there so it doesn't completely cut them out of each other, if you get us. So I've done that one again, early espresso, and I have cut out in a stitch shape. I've cut out some of this new Colour Theory paper, and we're going to have a piece on there, a piece on the back as well, and then I've cut out a one in Very Vanilla, which is going to go inside to write your little message. I've cut out the smallest scallop oval and the smallest oval, and I've just heat embossed Love You Lots, which again is from Sealed with Love, and that is just going to go across there. Now I've got another piece of Early Espresso, which is cut at 2 inches by 1, and it's scored 1, and this is going to be for, like, you know, kind of, it looks as if it's holding our key ring together, but it's also going to be for the ribbon. So I'm using some Very Vanilla ribbon, and I'm just probably going to cut off, we don't need much really, so I've cut off about 7 inches, and that is going to get tied under there, tied round, and that's what's going to be our little holder. So the first thing we're going to do is attach our little section piece here. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on the bottom there, just like that, and I'm going to attach it to the what will be the back of our key ring. I'm just going to check, yeah, that looks okay to me, because we're going to cover it with our paper. Okay, and then I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to pop it round like so, and I'm just going to tie it in a knot. I hope I've cut enough actually. If not, you can always cut some more if you don't think you've cut enough off. It's just to tie it in a rough knot really. So we can tie it in a knot, then slot it on to our little key ring. No, I'm going to cut a longer piece because I'm just going to be faffing about with it. So I've cut a lot longer, which is 14 inches. It's way too much, but it just saves, you know, saves us struggling on. So I'm going to tie a knot. Now we don't want the ribbon, we don't want the handle of the key, like the key ring, to be too long. So like I say, I've cut off way too much, but it's okay. So about that, I think. And what we're going to do is just trim off the excess here, and that is going to get stuck underneath. We're going to stick the knot underneath, like so. Okay, so now we're going to glue this piece down as well. So some glue on there. Make sure you've got your ribbon in the right place. Come on. Actually, you know, I'm sure, cut the knot off, because I think what I did the second time I made one was I just placed it on there like that, and then I just glued it down, or stuck some what did I use? Get a bit of snail or something. Attach your ribbon like so, because it's the bulk that we don't want really of the knot. Then yeah, that is what I did last time. And then just glue that down, and then you have your sweet little handle then for your key ring. So glue that on there, make sure it's stuck like so. Now I'm going to take my DSP, which is going to, you know, hide all of that anyway. So I'm going to stick this down with some Tombow. Just position that where you want it. I just think this is a great little gift tag. And we want a piece on the back just to cover again the mechanics of it really. I knew in my head what I wanted to make, and I just didn't know if it was going to work, but when I tried it I thought, oh wow, it does work. I really do think it looks like a little key ring. So I was really pleased with how it turned out. And then inside, this is where you can write your little message. If you're going to pop it on a little present or whatever you want to use it for, you just pop that inside there. You can see you can write a little note on there. And then I'd already told you I'd heat embossed the little sentiment, which is going to go onto our early espresso. So just pop that on there, and then that is going to get glued onto the front of our key ring. So, and I think the early espresso and the green really do look lovely together. And there we go, we have a really sweet little keyring gift tag, which I think is so cute, and a gorgeous little wallet. And I just think they make, you know, ideal for Father's Day. The colours match as well, so you know, that can be the card, and then whatever gift you're going to give, you can use that as your little gift tag, which I just think it's so sweet. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you some, you know, inspiration or a gift idea for Father's Day. And I'll be back again on Friday with another tutorial. As always, thanks for watching. Take care and bye for now.